season who can kind of get that early edge. But yeah, feels like an even game for this first draft.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's pretty close between these two. I think a lot of heroes which can pop up as well. If Timbersaw gets a good start to the game, he can kind of take over. Sand King, same thing. Sven, same thing. Primal, same thing. Like
Primal, yeah.
it's really pretty much all three cores on each side can kind of pop off and take over the game, except maybe the DK, who will most likely get kited. Then again, Poison Dragon, you get a couple of levels in Elder, and all of a sudden, pretty hard to get away from him. Yeah. Could be a fun one, this one. Could be a long one as well. We shall see.
30 seconds to battle.
I just actually forgot that Mixer was a level 30 Timbersaw player. I think I remember like DPC days that he had that.
Yeah, big time Timber player apparently. He just plays a lot of Dota Mixer. He's just a big Dota guy. Has
He does.
a lot of heroes at a very high level.
The battle begins.
It's kind of what you need to do nowadays. I think the whole... You've got to play so much Dota to keep up. But Seneko goes for the rune and he's going to die.
Certainly
First
is.
blood go in the way of a secret.
Yeah, unfortunately Theolico's the one to grab it, but still, that's going to be pretty nice for the Wind Ranger and really amplify the
Ooh,
pressure, which is going to
We
come
got
out in this
some
top lane. And it looks like we're swapping some
lane
lanes
swaps.
here.
Yeah. I mean, they respect the fact that the Timbersaw would have had a free time against Nature's Prophet, so they put Prophet with the Earthshaker, try and set him up for a good lane, and you know what? I think Primal Beast might even be able to win the matchup against the Timbersaw. You get a couple points in the trample, and you can threaten him. So we'll see how this top lane goes. I don't think Secret was ready for the lane swap. You don't really see them nowadays.
No, it doesn't happen too often, but maybe Avalus caught them off guard with this one. Let's see how it works out for them. Puppy already
Puppy.
getting chased into the tree lines here by Smiling Knight and Desire, trying to bring down the Jakiro. Jakiro, of course.
Fissure into.
Does he cut him off? No, he
Oh.
doesn't.
No.
He's type
Did you
doing
hear that?
slash laugh.
Yeah, this is a ha! Ha! I have no idea if stream could hear it, but... Oh, Theolical's dead.
Yeah, trampling from Jibé, just running down the poor old Wind. Without the Wind run, very difficult to get away from this Primal Beast.
Just to be clear, guys, Jibé is the offlaner playing in the top lane. This is not some, carry Primal Beast that Avalus are trying to experiment with, just in case you are just tuning into the stream.
I have always
Have
wondered.
done some lane swap.
I've wanted to see it, but I've never seen anybody do it. Like a Desolator AC Primal with the innate, where he does extra damage to towers like that.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be terrible, but I just want to
Okay.
see it one day. I just want to see someone do it.
Right, there is one build that is very cursed on Primal Beast. Okay, so you know how his facet, each pulverized slam increases AoE.
Desire's dead.
1 second, Desire's dying. So yeah, the Primal Beast facet. Increased AoE, you take Meteor Hammer, you pulverize something 3 times, your hammer is like the size of the screen with Glypnir. It is insane, but it's very cursed.
I like cursed. That does sound funny.
Yeah. Shout out to Ing, the inventor of that build. If you know, you know.
Very big. Lots of actions in the side lanes then. A lot of kills taking place. A lot of heroes going down at mid. Supreme's just being chased out by Mobe. Never going to be a particularly fun matchup for the Sand King. He's doing alright at the moment, but with the lack of resources at the moment, might start to suffer soon.
It's just a lot of wave shove, right? Depending on where the lane is. Maybe the DK gets some right clicks off. Maybe the Sand King gets the stinger. It really is just 2 dudes shoving in the wave to each other. It's what they do with that farm. DK, when he gets level 6, he'll naturally want to step up, try and hit the enemy tower. Sand King, he might want to make stacks, utilize the jungle. So one farms more efficiently potentially, the other one will, progress the map state. Secret will need to protect their tower where possible.
I'm always very scared of these
Puppies.
side lanes, and I think Puppy's pretty scared as well, but Desire actually cancelling the Fissure there. realizing that he wasn't quite going to get the angle right. Puppy will be alright for now. Parker is trying to farm up, as is just about everybody in the game. Both offlaners a little bit behind the carries. Both carries doing decent. Yeah,
Parker hits close and cool.
Parker, he's got the war cry, so he's going to be able to get himself back, and Supreme also getting really low at mid as Mobe and Supreme just taking chunks out of each other at the moment.
Dyer's courier.
Oh no. Chen, Seneko denying the water rune, just giving Mobe the advantage at mid. Ah, Seneko's so annoying. He knows all the little tricks. And yeah, that's going to force Supreme all the way back to base. That's the entire wave of creeps that Supreme is going to miss.
Actually, pretty devastating. But I was looking elsewhere, and I heard a timber chain as I moved my camera away. I was like, oh, hot fight. No fighting. I do like the fact that Secret, they saw this lane swap, and they were like, alright, sure, whatever, congrats. Like, they just didn't care. There was no like, guys, use the twin gate, let's try and get the lane that we want. It was, alright, fair enough. I think the Sven, as long as Parker says, yo, I can free farm, they probably will keep the same lane for themselves, and clearly he is 22 for 7. Just only 3 assists advantage to Nature's Prophet.
Oops, Smiling Knives
Puppy.
getting shapped up a little bit here. Parker's coming across, but not quite there soon enough to help out Puppy. Now, could be in some danger himself. Of course.
Does have the Lotus.
Yeah. Oh, Desire being chunky, getting in the way. Forcing Parker to come across and help out Puppy here. Of course, Parker only wants a kill, but will not be finding it. So, just kind of chilling in the tree still. Top side, going on to Mixer a bit, but Mixer very, very tanky. Will not be dropping there at all. Far too much health.
I think Secret needs to be careful is the early moves that they can make. Chen plus DK, even the Primal Beast, any lane they go to, they can take over the fight and take over the towers if you don't execute cleanly. And Secret, it is soon to be happening, but they're jumping onto Smiling Knight for now in the bot lane, and
They're gonna get him. That's
we'll be getting the kill. Yeah. Only level 3 on your carry at the 6-minute markets. Sure, he's hit the creeps, but just not really been able to get the levels. Getting pressured away from the wave constantly by Puppy. That's why Jakira is one of the best supports in the game right now. He hits level 3, and with 1 Liquid Frost and a Jaw Breath, plenty of damage to put most heroes to kind of defend.
Yeah, and we see
weak position,
Puppy going for the Twin Terror facet, which gives him extra right-click damage. Last game, I really wasn't convinced on it, but this game, it's looking fantastic. It's Supreme's forced out of mid. Yoloko's going to come and take it. It's up on the top side. They find Mixer. Oh, Avalus taking a strike back. They lose their carry, but then they go in and kill the offlane up on the top side. Jibe constantly applying the pressure. Lane swap certainly working out for Primal, but not looking so hot for Smiling Knight, at least at the moment.
Primal was TPing down for the 7-minute rune, and Parker,
Oh,
the audacity to go for this. That is
himself a little bit too much here. Let's see. Pops a war cry. He's trying to stand inside of the Wisdom Shrine, but he knows he's dead. Clears up the wave and will be dropping. Jibe even leaving both the Wisdom and the kill to Smiling Knight as well, making sure he gets that one. That was incredibly greedy from Parker.
I was so greedy, especially because like Primal's not even getting pressured top. Like there's no read of he's lost that resource.
Supreme mid lane going in with the epicenter onto Mobe. Theodical's here to help out. Puppy coming in round the side. Nice shackle shot gonna land. Will it be enough to get the kill though? Mobe's so low they need to finish the job. They will get him. The burn is enough from Puppy to kill him, and Theodical's not even done yet. Even looking for more now. Has a wind run. Trying to find the angle to try and get a +1 kill. Supreme little on resources here to keep this one going, but just with the sandstorm, kills off the creeps and continues pressuring this tower. Puppy hasn't left yet. Supreme coming in. Burrow strikes there. Power shot as well. It's a lot of damage onto Desire, and there's a lockdown from Puppy as well, and they will eventually get another kill here in the mid. But the problem is they've taken so long that Jibe's about to come in now as well, and he's just going to run down Supreme. Theodicor just escaping out the back once again. Not
good response
sure
from
the
Jibe,
Shaker kill was really worthwhile.
Yeah, it's like the fact it took that long. Jibe's able to, make his move bottom, farm, then rotate to mid, and after what, 20-30 seconds of an engagement. So yeah, I'd argue it probably wasn't the best conclusion for the fight from Secret, but it started really, really well. You know, showing their ability to poke and get a good pick off. They overstayed their welcome, and when they make these moves, it will give time for Prophet to catch back up. And Jibe, he's taken that free lane and he's kind of rolling with it for now, right? 3-0-1. Helped fix bottom, fixing mid lane. Kind of stemming the bleeding from what wasn't the best laning from Avalus in regards to that bot lane for the Prophet. Even taking the stacks. Yeah, they really are prioritizing the Primal Beast entry to the game.
You know, we said it. He needs to be that damage, and he needs to be the one making the moves earlier on. You know, it can be him or the tanking, actually. Like, it could have been either, but the fact that he's had a better game, I like the... Sorry, it could have been him or the DK, but I like the way they've just decided to accelerate his game, and, yeah, just let Mobe kind of chill out a bit more. Not forcing him into going for, like, an early blink or anything like that.
Alright, important question. Outside the bottom Roshan pit, there's a sentry. Do you think that sees the dire ward on the hill? We'll look in a second, but...
No.
It's very close.
I'm going with no.
We'll watch Desire die first.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, requesting, oh dear observer, please look at the sentry outside the bottom Roshan pit. There you go. Does that see the observer ward? If I click the observer, I see the white line inside the sentry. It's very close. Thank you. Oh, well.
Indeed. Fioriko's getting minced up here by Jibe. Jibe looking for Mixer as well, but Mixer has the Timber Chain. Probably just going to get himself out here and be absolutely fine. Dream just constantly pushing in this mid wave as well, forcing somebody Avalus to be here and defend it.
Come back to this very important question.
It doesn't.
It's very close.
It, surely not.
Well, we'll find out when a Radiant hero walks up that high ground. And with all the chaos of the game, I think Parker, he's going to be pretty happy. Sure, his team's dying in some different spots, but he is constantly just hitting the creeps. Now top net worth, overcome the that kind of primal move and that Wisdom Rune shenanigans. He's going to be pretty happy. Again, it's a pretty good Sven game. Into Nature's Prophet carry, he is the better carry in the 1v1 matchup. Against the control and the sustainability of the rest of the draft, sure, he might have problems, but if he can just get those items, get the initiation, he will be able to kill them off.
Mask of Madness already. He's farming very quickly this game. Got to continue accelerating that as well. That's the thing for me, even if like the Nature's Prophet is like 1,000 gold, you know, say like 20 minutes, the Prophet's like 1,000 gold up on the Timber, on the Sven, I'm still not super worried for the Sven, so if the Sven's ahead, then I'm very worried for Avalus.
Yeah, but for Avalus, the Sven problem gets fixed with how do they utilize the spells and the rest of their heroes, right? Like, do they get a good pulverize on the Sven during BKB to protect and to delay the usage of it? Is Shaker going to get a good fissure maybe to block the pathing of the Sven so now he can't get around, right? Like, they have really good tools to kite him, but it's based on their heroes being tanky enough that they don't instantly get burst in that initial jump, right? The jump of the Sand King or the Sven, but Supreme now jumping himself with the Blink Dagger bit actually doesn't use it, just presses the Epi and accepts defeat.
Okay. Not sure about that one, Chief.
They had the ward, but I think they were looking to go for the Prophet, and as they went, then Jibe kind of appeared around the corner, and he was like, oh, maybe not.
Some second thoughts.
Yeah.
Better than jumping in and dying, for sure. Still a little awkward. Talk about awkward, it seems to be very difficult for anybody to take towers here. We're sitting at 12 minutes and we're still kind of in the laning phase. It's a slow,
Which hero on
slow
Secret
game.
wants to hit a tower though, right? It's both teams have really good counter-aggressive measures, right? If you're Secret hitting a tower, there's going to be a Wrath of Nature from the Prophet, a Fissure from the tree line, from the Primal ripping through you, and then let's say your Avalus want to go to a tower. There's a Macropyre from the tree line, or an Ice Path, a Power Shot, Sand King jumping on top of you, maybe Sven wrapping around for the backline. Like, both teams are really good at defending their towers, and I think that's why both teams are respecting it so much and going, you know what, let's farm our first item, go for the smoke, and we'll take objectives once we have, you know, a command of the skirmishes, a command of a kind of like the early game tempo. But yeah, right now it is just who's more efficient on the farm, and it kind of feels like it's just even. Sven to some degree running away in the carry versus carry matchup, a 2,000 gold advantage, but the DK and the Primal are doing a good job at ensuring that they're at least farming up. Zaya though, getting jump bottom, stun into one click. Ice path. Nice.
He's killed.
Cool.
Yep, always good to slow down the Shaker where possible. But up on the top side, they've actually found Theola core as well. And, well, the TPs are coming. They want to punish this. They want to go for Parker here. Do they have to damage those? Jibbe trying to close the gap on top of him here. Doesn't get in range. The Power Rise was already used up on the top side, I guess. So, not available for Parker. Parker now turning around, looking at Mobe. Mobe's in pretty deep, and with the damage assist from Mixer, they will be able to bring him down. Puppey claims a kill. A very awkward defense coming out from Avalus here. No pulverize just makes it so awkward. Now the epicenter coming on through. They're looking at Saneko. Saneko in trouble. They'll take him out as Jibbe comes running into this, and I'm not too sure why, because he's just gonna go down as well. Mixer with the double kill. I mean, what was that?
It all started quite simply, right? You know, Shaker dies, but then Avalus one by one, they join the fight. They think, oh, you know what, Parker might be out of position, but hugging that macro pyre, they didn't really want to commit. DK hit the stun, but there was no follow-up, there was no additional damage, and yeah, just very clunky engagement with Avalus and Secret. They're not gonna complain. 8.5k gold now on this Sven, a 2,500 gold lead over the next hero from Avalus, which is only 6,000 on Jibbe.
Wowie.
I think there's a little bit of indecision there, right? It's like when the Shaker dies, the fact that they still commit to the TPs, they look for the fight, and then of course Shaker has to cancel his TP, but at that point he's said, hey, I'm coming in, so everyone steps up. When he cancels it, they're too far away, or sorry, too close to the tip as well, they still die. It's just, yeah.
Blink
not
Dagger
good
forward
for
to Zaya now, though. They're going to try and make a play with this.
Maybe they can get Supreme. He has a haste rune though. If they don't full combo him down, he can run away.
He's just going to leave. Desire going for the big wrap around here.
Tormentor though, that's important.
Ooh,
Secretly,
this
do
could
have
be
a ward though.
Huge mistake. Yeah, but they're smoked up on the side of Avalus. If they place an observer, they're going to know what's happening.
Oh, the slam, maybe the slam.
Oh, Desire jumping in, slam, doesn't take anyone down straight off the bat. It does look like Supreme will fall, and Parker not looking too healthy either. Oh, Avalus, what a steal from them. Smiley Knight going to scoop up both of those kills. Tormentor going to go to Snakeo as well, forcing back Secret with a brilliant play.
Yeah, just, I think a nice read from Avalus to go for the Tormentor, but you've got to argue for Secret to go for a Tormentor in that position. I feel like someone's got to stand to break the smoke. It's not as if it's a surprise that people are going to contest the Tormentor. It's like one of the most common, places to fight at the 15-minute mark. And Secret to all in on it with no kind of defensive mentality. It does open up for the Blinks to reign supreme there, and yeah, Secret getting punished. I feel like they got a little bit too comfortable there, assuming that they could take it for free.
Just a little bit.
It didn't help as well. I think they
by Desire, but yeah.
I mean, they were there as 4. I don't think Fiolico was there, right? So it's like they're doing it as 4, which means if one hero does leave the Tormentor, they probably don't have enough bodies to tank it. So I get why they're not, splitting their heroes to break smoke and do it. Just a little bit too forced. Yeah, well, Avalus finding their way back into the game with some nice team moves. Harpoon now complete on the Sven. He spoke about the potential kiting available for Avalus, and Harpoon, he's going to be able to get over the fissure, get out of Sprout if an enemy target is close enough. Of course, he still has the Quelling Blade. Sprout isn't really a problem at the moment.
No, it's not a big deal. The Ags would be annoying, but obviously core profit doesn't tend to bother with that sort of shenanigans.
No.
Yeah,
Luckily
Meteor
not.
Hammer Timber Saw. Cool.
Oh yeah.
The,
I was worried about the Kaya in lane,
these
but
days.
yeah, normally just keep the Kaya as a casual Kaya, and then you get like Blink Ags, but no, he wants to go for the hammer.
Does it feel like
What's
they
the
need
change?
to push? I mean, maybe it
I
helps
need
a
to
little
double
bit.
check the stats though. Let me check 1 second.
Is there
So the
anything
spell amp is
particular
the
which
same. Yeah. The only thing that changes, you get strength, agi, and a bit more int. That's it. The percentages are pretty much the same. You actually get 4% more spell life still. You could argue it's not too important.
I would argue that is down on the bottom side. We're getting roasted dragon for dinner. Mobile going to get cooked up by Puppy. Macapire out, damage comes in. Easy kill. Caught out pretty deep there, Mobe. Again, we've got a situation where Avalus are ahead, but they're not playing like it at all. They're not really going for big plays. They're not really making any moves. Wondering what timings it is they're waiting for. I mean, definitely this BKB on Jibbe is one of them.
Yeah, it's going to be BKB on the cause.
And this BKB on Prophet's a third.
There it is. You've answered the question. It is the triple BKB.
We did it.
Into Sand King, Jakiro, all the control and damage from Secret. If you don't have a BKB, one misstep and you will be dying. I'm still scratching my head on this meteor hammer. I've not really seen him use it, and even to farm creeps, he's not using it. It's just there. How much is Kaya? Okay, it's only 750 more gold, to be fair, for a little bit of strength in Agi. That would have been like nearly a quarter of an Aghanims. Okay, so if he takes a fight and he's 700 gold short of Ags and he dies, we will circle back to the old meteor hammer and bring it up.
We shall. We shall.
First and only time I'll ever use that.
Cheap upgrade. Coming up on the 20-minute mark now in this game with one team, two teams. Secret and Avalus both really wanting to get to DreamLeague here. Get themselves back on that international stage. Both of these teams are missing out. Secret definitely for a much longer period of time.
And Avalus have been at the stage. They've just unfortunately not had the results, right? They win the qualifiers and then they finish in the bottom 50% of most tournaments they play in. I think it's more on Secret for wanting to get that feeling of competing among the best once again.
Radiant are scanning.
It's just the quiet before the storm, right?
Yeah,
Ramon, I guess his
BKB. Basically, whoever hits their next round of timings first is going to be the ones to try to make the aggression, try and get a kill, lead it into Roshan. For Avalus, as mentioned, that's all the BKBs. Secret going for much more exciting items. Sure, we've got the BKB on the Sven, but we're also looking at Shivas on Sand King, which is very close, and the Aghanims on the Timbersaw, which is also pretty close at this point.
Yeah, I mean, survivability. That's what every core is buying in the game. Be it BKB, Shivas, or Ags. Every hero, when they fight for that Roshan around the 24-minute mark, if that is to be the big fight, everyone's going to be ready. So it's going to be all about execution, the positioning. Neither team has a gem at the moment, which does mean it's going to be purely on the wards and sentries that you set up at the time of the fight.
There is one X factor in all of this, which is of course Seneko. He's the one support who's getting more gold than the rest. He's been jungling. All this quiet gameplay is just really good for the Chen to farm up, and he's got his Greaves coming out to him right now. So with Greaves and Glimmer, so super powered support in these fights with Hand of God as well. That could be the turning point.
And he has good creeps, right? He's got the Centaur for the extra magic resistance, 14%. He's got the Alpha Bull for the crit. He's got the Hellbear for the attack speed.
And the death throw.
Yep, that's true. So he will be amping up his team if he can get those creeps into good position, maybe next to the Nature's Prophet, during the stun of the Shaker or the DK. Both teams though, they're smoked up. All the items are ready. Actually, Aghanims is short though. Oh, Timbersaw's not ready.
Guys, wait, hold on, 1 second, one more camp. All right, it's coming.
Now he's ready. Crow's coming out. Parker showing on the mid lane. Whoever wins this fight.
For this fight. Yeah, looks like they did.
Yep. No, literally, everyone is very excited. Another smoke, actually.
Everybody wants to fight. We got a bloodbath Roshan fight coming on our hands, people. Every one of those big items we just spent the last 2 minutes talking about just come up. And Jibbe, well, it needs a bit of help here. BKB turn around with the Pulverize to get onto the Sven. And now he's going to have that huge AoE on the Trample, which the Core is not going to be able to live through. He's going to be the first casualty of the fight. Mobe in on the backlands, trying to force out a BKB from the Sven. Not going to happen though. Sven holding steady. Still has BKB, still has God Strength. Now going to pop it, trying to jump in, fighting onto Mobe. BKB comes out as simultaneously they're going to take out Snako on the sidelines. And they'll get Mobe. Snako, though, still going to be able to keep himself alive. Hand of God comes out. But Mixer will not get off his case. And he's going to be able to kill him off. A tip comes out to Mixer as he is just doing it all and more at the moment. There it comes with the harpoon onto Desire. Desire forced to slam, forced to try to fish her, but he is gone as Mixer claims another. 3 dead on the side of Avalus. Make it 4 potentially as Supreme going up onto the high ground. Maybe a little bit too zesty here as Smiling Knight trying to help out. But
Oh, the ice path.
frozen up. Beautiful ice path from Puppey. Sets up for the kill onto Jibe without losing Mixer to the Prophet. Beautiful stuff from Team Secret as they did not make that fight look particularly close.
And the buyback from the Shaker Desire, watching the entire fight develop and goes, sure, let me be part of it. Oh, you're dead. It very uncomfortable for Avalus, and I just feel like that it's kind of the theme with their qualifying run so far. They're just not always on the same page in the fight, right? Like Jibe starts the engagement, he gets the pulverize, which eventually kills Fiolacore, but then the Dragon Knight's blinking past the entire engagement, getting into a very vulnerable position, getting killed off by Supreme and Sven, which then opens up Mixer to make this like epic chase. If you're not on the same page, if you're not fighting around that Nature's Prophet, you're going to be losing so much of your damage. And sure, it's very difficult to do that. I think Secret's draft at this stage of the game will exploit your positioning. Timber, Sand King, Sven, they'll happily jump over you and get to your backline. And that's why it's so important that you don't mis-execute. And I think, unfortunately, for Avalus, as soon as Mobile pressed that blink incorrectly, Secret just ran wild in the fight.
I feel like this Nature's Prophet is a bit of a bait potentially for Avalus. I think this isn't a hero which works particularly well for them.
It has in the past though. So
yeah, definitely. But in the moment and like with how they're playing right now, I think that the way that they've kind of come together with, you know, Mobe maybe not being the loudest voice on the team anymore, due to being a recent addition to the team. They've looked really good when they're playing around Smiling Knight. You know, when he's on the Ursa, when he's on the Medusa, he can get to the front lines, you know, make the decisions, just build the fights around Smiling Knight. With Prophet, that just completely goes out the window because you have to find a way to start the fights without your carry and create an opportunity for them to TP in the perfect position. It's very different, and it doesn't seem to be suiting them well at the moment. The fight's about to break out here. Let's see if they can create that opportunity. Seneko going to get blown up straight off the bat here.
I mean, but to further that point, it's another game where, as a Nature's Prophet carry, which core do you feel like you can threaten? Can you kill a Sven by yourself? No. Can you kill a Sand King by yourself? Not really. Can you kill a Timbersaw? Obviously not. Like, there's no simple initiation for Smiling Knight, and it was the game we cast before, right? The series just before. It was the exact same storyline, right? It's from Capybaras. You first pick the Nature's Prophet, you put it into a core role, and if the enemy tri-core is tanky enough to ignore you, then you're just stuck farming the entire time. The meta has shifted, I think. First pick Nature's Prophet, unless you enable it with really aggressive heroes to like take the tower, to break your opponent's early game farm, you are going to have these moments of just awkward farm and net worth that is not transitioning into the fight. And or some type of dispel to get rid of the Aghanim's on Timbersaw would be a good starting point. Mixer, he's playing so aggressive, but because of the Ags, a Nullifier, a Yules, anything like this will at least present an opportunity for Avalus to start the fight. And it looks like the Zaya is looking at a Yules, and also the Prophet is looking at a Nullifier. So they are identifying this problem, but it's still a long way away. A lot of gold is required.
Yeah, gonna take a bit of time to get there. And Mixer has just been doing so much damage in these fights as well. Completely uncontested as he rips through the engagements. 27 minutes in, 16-9 as the scoreline with a 4K gold advantage for Team Secret. We have this game pretty well in control, it feels like. Avalus struggling to put the engagements together, but maybe they'll find themselves an opportunity. How is the best? I mean, the best way for them to start a fight is 100% just finding the pulverize onto a key hero when the other key heroes are not in range to really follow up on that. And then the Prophet can TP in, do the damage, take him down, and then you start this kind of unbalanced fight. That's what Avalus are looking for. You know, a big slam off, the idea of it's nice is just realistically never going to happen with this sort of draft, with the kind of heroes which Secret have. Like, they're not going to be clumped in these fights at all. Mixer and Sand King, whilst being melee heroes, are very, very mobile and want to go in very deep and sort of disrupt things, which means that these heroes just aren't really playing together too much. Which sucks for a Shaker, but we'll try his best. See what his does Desire.
Roshan is up in the top pit. They're getting a D-ward. They're not rushing into it yet. Parker looking to skip the top wave, prioritizing the map state before trying to hit Roshan. Mixer skips bottom. Of course, Avalus are going to be very aware that they're going for this.
Yeah. But if you want to come and stop it, then you've got to give up the middle wave, which is coming in, the top wave, it's coming in. It's kind of tough, but they of course will. TPs are coming to the middle. They're going to start running over. It's a little slow. Smoke doesn't seem to be available for them. Desire has it, so... Oh, but he blinked over to smoke up his team, and even with that, I think they're going to be too late for the pit. Let's see. Things are coming. Roshan down to just 10% HP now. Guys?
Roshan, Aegis? Yep, there you go.
Supreme is going to grab. I mean, it's not great for Sven, to be fair, as Supreme is now trapped in the pit, hanging out. Has, of course, Blink and Burrow Strike if he needs it, but seems to just be waiting to see what happens.
Sven is probably, I'm going to say probably one of the most awkward heroes to have Aegis on. Because unlike a Terrorblade that can play on like Reflection, Sunder, and then Second Life use meta, Sven is really tied to God Strength. And also attack speed, right? Like, does he want to trade like a Harpoon for an Aegis? No. Does he want to get rid of his Mask of Madness? It's very early value. His AC? Probably not. Like, it's just such clunky hero to try and carry it. Put that on a Sand King who's initiating every fight? Sure. Supreme can now go even crazier in the engagement, and he does have his Lotus Orb complete in the hope to maybe turn around a... Was it Lotus? No, it's a Bloodstone. Why do I see Lotus Orb? What career was I looking at?
I don't know, mate.
What? Oh, I was looking at Window's career. I was like, huh? I didn't look at the hero. Yeah, he has Bloodstone. I was confused why he had half a Bloodstone and a Lotus Orb, but I wasn't going to question the courier. I'm just blind. So Windrunner has the Lotus, and Sand King has the Bloodstone. There we go. I should really wear some glasses, I think. Sense. It does make a lot more sense. Saying it, I was like, sure, not going to question it. Oh, secret, oh, secret. You...
Smiling Knight playing a slightly dangerous game down here on the bottom side, but also a very profitable game down on the bottom side.
I mean, they're not playing Dota anymore.
Sending out trees. Yeah, they're really not.
Desire just uses his ninja gear with the shard to push out the waves, with Slugger. He's doing his best to prolong the game, and Jibe having to BTP for him skipping his waves top. And to be fair, they can wrap for a really long time. With Prophet, with Shaker, they do actually catch the Shaker.
I mean,
he has the Aegis.
Yeah.
You don't really want to stick around for too long. And Theodore, Smiling Knight, you didn't just TP out. He's probably going to have to Nightfall in a second.
It is looking like it, isn't it? There you go. BKB, goodbye. Across the map, Shackle. Lovely stuff. Shaker made that a little obvious. They were trying to just kind of subtly push in the waves with the trees, with the nature's call. Like, sure they know what's going on, but it's very slow, very annoying. And then Shaker just comes in and just fishes down the whole wave. And like, oh, okay.
And this is where Secret need to get one wave, take the objective, and just play with confidence. Like, as soon as you start looking on the map, you are going to see, you know, waves disappearing from Shaker, the Prophet, the Prime, or even the DK as well, right? Like, if you don't focus on what your plan is, you very quickly waste your entire Aegis, you know, running around the map, trying to catch every little rat who's, you know, creeping out on the map, desperately trying to keep them in the game. Again, net worth it's identical. The key thing here is, can the Nature's Prophet kill a hero if he enters a fight? And at the moment, the answer is still no. Maybe with Satanic and the Nullifier down the line he could, but they are TPing back to base. They are going to try and defend their high ground. Of course, Parker does not have the Aegis.
No, he does not. Pulverize not going to really do a whole lot. And there's that Meteor Hammer coming into use. Doing some damage off on the tower. Supreme going in very deep here. Parker looking to follow up, and they just want to block the Chen immediately. They will do so. Suneko is gone. Tower starting to fall, but there's the fortification coming on out here, also giving them a bit of a split shot to work with. Supreme's low, but of course has got himself that Aegis, so doesn't really care too much. Mobe trying to do something here, but doesn't really offer much in the way of damage on this DK as I'll jump in onto Desire. Holy, that is a lot of damage coming out from the Timber Saw. They're going to be used up though and forced back, which also cancels out his reactive armor, which he just triggered, so a little awkward for Mixer there. Now,
he kind of defended though. Godstrom's out. They're going to have to disengage.
Good poking, good prodding, only losing a tier 3. Yeah, I think not feeling horrific about that on the side of Avalus. Now, do they find anything whilst God Strength is down?
I'm gonna quickly bring it up. I feel like Mobile could have probably gone Mage Slayer this game. Into Jakiro, Timber, Sand King. It felt pretty good
Yeah.
value. I'm just seeing him have this like casual Sand, and I'm like, imagine if that was a Mage Slayer. The fights would feel a little better for him. You know, mitigating some damage, buying some more, you know, life for the Prophet, which is already the biggest question that we're trying to answer. But for now, let's focus on the game at hand. They are smoking up. Let's see what they can find with the gem on Mobile. They are able to walk through the map, secure the vision.
Counter smoke from Secret.
Interesting line drawn by Supreme though. He had like a little circle. You had to run around the rush pit one time, back into your
spiral,
triangle.
actually.
Yeah, gonna spiral into the dire side. Desire. He sees the mid wave. But he doesn't want to clear it, which does mean Secret marching down the mid lane, protecting their wave.
Yeah.
Is someone gonna skip? Okay, Jibe is gonna skip the next wave.
A little concerned though, because they are just going to go straight onto these barracks.
Dire's
I know my team Secret. I've been watching them play these past few days.
He's pressing
They
ult on
love
Parker.
doing
Yeah,
this.
there it is.
There it is. God Strength coming out. Boop, 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 boop. Bye-bye barracks.
Yeah,
Kill.
that's just
Outmaneuvered. Oh,
a
skill
little bit, yeah.
outplayed. They're coming home at last, Avalus. And here we go. There's the Pulverize coming out onto the Sven. It's a lot of damage to start this off. Slam going to come down as well. Holy! Parker is gone. Supreme, though, also, I mean, he's in the middle of everybody, but he's epicentering with the Bloodstone on, so they can't actually kill him. He's going to get himself out. I also anticipated that as well, I will be honest with you. That was also part of the Team Secret playbook.
It's pretty Chad, right? You take one Rax, it's like, you know what, they TP back, but who cares? Let's keep hitting it. Parker doesn't even press BKB, but no, for Avalus, they're going to be, you know, kicking themselves a little bit there. The fact that Desire, he was close enough to the mid wave if he wanted to at least fissure block it, use that shard to kill off the wave, but he opted not to, wanted to play defensive, and then Secret perfectly just smoke through, you know, and take the bot Rax. You know, sure, Parker overextends and then, you know, makes it a little bit, you know, memey, but I think the fact that you even lost one Rax when you have all the split push available to you, it's just a lapse of judgment for them, and they need to get back to pushing their waves. And I think they did such a good job defending that Rax initially, you know, kiting through the God Strength. Surprised they didn't find a way to try and replicate that. And the aggression from Secret is somewhat relentless. I feel like Parker, he either wants rapiers or to A-click buildings. Like, he's got two very clear play styles at the moment in this qualifier.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to tell what Parker wants to do in a game, to be honest, because when he has an idea, he kind of, whatever
commits.
idea he has to win the game, he's going to commit fully to that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, maybe he needs to go BKB refresher, or get the refresher, sorry, so then he can really secure his Rax taking potential.
tower is under attack.
I hope this is not one of those games where Nature's Prophet does nothing the entire time, but then gets level 25, and it's like, oh, Secret lost a Rax, oh, they lost another, oh, they got Mega Creep somehow. Like, I hope it doesn't become one of those games.
Yeah, I'd hate that as well. Definitely don't enjoy watching people slowly bleed out to these 3 times Megatrians.
I just want to
Definitely
see,
not a little bit funny.
like, as long as, like, if Avalus are to win this game, I want it to be off, like, the epic fight, you know, the Desire
I know what you
Earthshaker,
mean,
the
yeah.
Echo Slam. I want it to be, like, an honest victory. That's what I mean. I don't, putting it bluntly, lads, I don't really mind which team wins the series, just to be clear. There's no bias here. I just want it to be in a, I want them to earn it in an honest way.
Yeah.
Not with the
Fully agree
25
on
talent and
that.
a profit, yeah.
We want the big fights to come out, not the, oh, you didn't deal with the profit in time and now.
Who takes buildings quicker?
Deeping into
Parker
the
with God
trees.
Strength or a single tree with a level 25 talent? It's surprisingly close.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Avalus though, they are underneath a ward right now. Mobile actually just out of observer range.
And now they will be able to catch Jibe on the back lines here, so Avalus will be losing their primal. Just watch Parker, like, the moment they get a single kill, he just, like, A-clicking down a lane, but he realizes now that there's actually shenanigans afoot up in the top side, needs to go deal with that.
might get Mobite, and he has the gem, so it's a big kill if they get it. Oh,
Ooh. That was some messy four-staffing, and now there's a quadruple damage Sven coming up.
Oh, that four staff is so uncomfortable to look at.
Yeah, that was.
Between his
That
own
stunk.
four staff and the Shaker's four staff, one of them at the
Pinged him back in, didn't it?
Hey, no, you gotta die. You made a mistake.
Another go for the high
trying to
ground
get
push
Mobile kicked
without
before
God
him.
strength, but with the amplified damage. No Jibate, which means high ground defense is pretty difficult. Fortification not available. Backdoor kicks in for a minute, but now the creeps are back. Slow in. Mobe pops the dragon form, but the melee barracks have already gone. Nice four staff out onto Parker. Puts him in an awkward position, but not a killable position. Smiling Knight still not doing a single thing. There's a big slam coming out from Desire. Nullifier comes down. Matic allows him to kill off the Sven. Big epicenter coming out from Supreme. That's going to chase down Sneko and get him one. Mobe as well, also going to fall, but Smiling Knight standing his ground, trying to turn around and do a bit of damage here, but he just cannot stand and deliver on this Nature's Prophet. He's just not strong enough. Supreme running forward. Got to be a little bit careful here. Smiling Knight turns on him, then the damage is going to be thick and fast. They're trying to mess with Mixer here. Mixer, though, turning it back around onto Jibbe. Jibbe, well, he's going to use the speed here off of the Olacore. They're trying to turn it onto Smile Knight. The Smile Knight's not that easy to bring down, and with a singular right click, punishes the Olacore. Jibbe, oof, just about lives through it.
He
And now he's got a pulverize. He wants to keep going here, but Supreme blinks in as he blinks away. Wait,
Parker's
what?
just back, yeah.
Oh
Parker,
my
he
God.
sees two supports dead, and he's like, you know what? This is my time to shine. Those buildings, they're
Let's
open.
go! God strength down. You say what you want about Parker, but he sure is an entertaining player. And here we go. Onto Smiling Knight. Smiling Knight, no BKB available. Does he have the buyback though? Yes, he does. So he's just trying to buy a bit of time. Get the Sven a little bit low here. Does do so. The supports are going to be respawning in about 5 seconds. Jibbe kind of needs to stay alive here, but that's not going to be possible as Parker cuts him down. Now looking over towards Mobe. Mobe getting himself playing around
How
the
is Mixer
side
still
of the
alive?
fence here.
There we
Mixer
go.
is actually going to end up dropping, so finally they'll kill off the Timber Saw. Oh, and in the rubble of the Dire base, we can finally take stock and reflect on what exactly just went down over the past 5 minutes.
I mean, the key thing here is the fact that Mixer survived so long in that fight. On that top timber chain, when he nearly got sprouted, if that sprout was like a millisecond quicker, he'd have been contained in the high ground, he'd have died, which means Parker's probably not going to buy back, and you could argue Avalus, they had won the fight, but that sprout, just a second too late, keeps the fight alive, and then Parker, sure, he buys back, but then Smiling Knight also has to buy back, and Roshan is available. If Avalus can take this uncontested, you put it on your Nature's Prophet, the objective for winning the game, you could argue is a little bit easier than before, right? Find that Sven, kill that Sven, and you might be able to walk down a lane.
There's an actual win condition in the game for Avalus, which...
Yeah, they went from like near zero win condition, survival, ratting, to now there's a chance. But can they do it?
Like,
And also-
there's not some insurmountable lead on the side of Secret. The lead comes in the map pressure. That's what it's been, and that graph is pretty much summing up this game pretty damn well, to be honest with you.
You got to give praise though to Desire, right? We wanted the big slam for Avalus to return to the game. He hits a 2-man slam into a 4-man fissure, continuing the stun through his enchant totem and the shard. Like, his entry to that fight was everything that Avalus needed to feel confident, to feel like they could fight into what looked like a dominating Secret. And now they are still looking to make that move against Sven. No buyback, has Satanic BKB, very difficult to kill. And Nature's Prophet, a quarter of the way to level 25. If he gets to 25 talent and you kill Sven, whoo! It could somehow be Avalus game 1 win. Look, but Parker, look at him, he doesn't care, he has no buyback. He has no respect for the Shakers, he's just still hitting the buildings underneath a creep wave.
Here we go. They're going to try and force it. In comes the Sven, but he gets bounced around by Desire. Desire, he's got a Yules. He's going to have to use it to try and keep himself alive. This is God Strength and BKB used by Parker here. It's not looking great, and a preemptive tip coming out from Sneko already as they find Puppy. He's left behind on the high ground and will be dying. So
Rapier on Nature's Prophet. Huh?
Oh,
They want to
Where'd
win
that come
right now.
Oh my
They see
God.
the timing. They see that window. Godsnip is on cooldown for 74 seconds.
I mean, this is the Western EU qualifiers, dude. If you get yourself an Aegis past like the 30-minute mark, you better have a Rapier to go along with it. It's a trend.
It is a trend, but for Parker to hit the building with so much confidence, to blink behind a tier 3, to press BKB with no care and do no damage, it's like, sure, if he gets the kill, it's going to look good, but he's also jumping a hero that has buyback to use all of that resource on a hero that can easily get back into the fight. It didn't feel like the best initiation from Parker there, and he's just making this game a little bit harder for his team, it seems.
Whoa! Smiling Knight just TP's in on Parker's face, and it's just running away.
Double
They
force
realize
stuff.
the position they're in. They're just trying to get Parker all the way back to base. If the Olikor came over just to give him a Lotus Orb, he died to give Parker a Lotus Orb here. That is a position this game is in at the moment, folks.
And now,
This is a
now
crazy
Secret, they're
game.
desperately skipping waves. Like, who would have thought, 15 minutes ago, do you think Secret would be in a position where they're hoping to get every wave out? Does I nearly get to the
Not
TP
me.
cancel? No.
Christ. These
2
two
minutes
carries
left
are
for
absolute
Smiling Knight, yeah.
nutcases.
Again, don't forget the buybacks. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to spend. 3 minutes and 48 on the Nature's Prophet. The Aegis only in his inventory for 2 more minutes. Like, Smiling
Man,
Knight, he's
when
not
that-
even looking. He's not even looking at Satanic, by the way. He's looking at just a
No.
Moonshard potentially. Oh. Is there a Vlad? Is there anything? Okay, there is no Vlads. There's no.
I mean, I
no
guess-
life still.
Satanic feels awkward because there's not really much of a situation where he's going to be going toe for toe with the Sven. Like, if that happens, he's just dead. And maybe with the Rapier, maybe not.
Yeah, same with the Rapier. I feel like one Chen Hill and a fissure block, and suddenly he's back in the fight. But it doesn't matter. It feels like it's just gonna be one fight to decide who wins the game at this point. Everyone will have buyback in around 3 minutes. So if the game does stabilize, then at least we'll have 10 versus 10 in that engagement. And of course, 2 racks advantage for Secret. So even though the momentum is going the way of Avalus right now due to the Aegis and the Rapier, they're still having to do a lot more to skip out the waves to keep themselves in that aggressive position. Or Secret, kind of chilling. Is Parker really going to look for the 46-minute SMY? Just to try and combo break
Looks like
the
it.
Shaker stuns, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this
I
rate, I
mean,
feel
I
like
guess-
why not just buy an A on disc, mate, at this rate? Just full
Yeah.
combo break them one time, why not? Oh, he's showing on the wave.
God, it makes me so nervous. The whole team's coming around. Once again, Theolico's going to be the one tanking the gank. Wind Ranger dead.
35 seconds on Aegis. I mean, there is a world where that middle bot wave gets pushed into the base, and it could be a base race. I've not seen one of them for some time, but it could be a way that Secret wins it. SMY now complete on the Sven. He has the combo break. He's fine.
Oh,
Jimmy on the side.
Jimmy's been found by Parker on the sidelines. Parker just going to, well, not pop quite everything here. Hasn't used the BKB just yet. Just trying to survive through it all and wait as long as possible to use the BKB and just kill Jibbe without it. But with the Blade Nail coming out, he has to use it. It's a lot committed for the Jibbe kill, and now he might be in trouble on the side of
Aegis
Parker.
out.
Zaya once again sliding in, getting out the stun and bringing down Parker, bringing down Secret here in game 1. This should be it. Smiling Knight holding his ground, now looking over towards Supreme. Supreme trying to do what he can. I mean, Smiling Knight is low. Supreme's trying to get on top of him, but he doesn't have the help. He's going to fall. Mixer coming back into the mix. Supreme returning to the foray here. Avalus, though, they're going to be 5 strong once their Shaker returns to them. They're going to regroup in the middle lane, shove it down, and try to put the final dagger into the backs of Team Secret.
They have
A
Glyph and Sven.
4-man defense. You're right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait, Sven, he has buyback in 30 seconds, but he bought the SMY. He bought the SMY instead of keeping buyback. He would have buyback for 1 more defense if he didn't buy it. Oh, so many choices
he-
from Parker this game to make it spicy. That's the polite way of wording it.
Yep.
Yep.
That one could really sting them if they end up losing the game, which it looks like they might. Smiling Knight coming in. They're dealing with the barracks first. They're really just going bottom here? They're not trying to, I mean, they may have timed the buyback. They might know.
It's time to buy
should
back.
have it right now.
But you see the SMY, you might just blindly assume that he bought out. Playing
Potentially.
it safe though. They're playing. This game is not simple though, for Avalus. It's been a hard journey to get here. They're just playing discipline.
Yep. playing smart. There's, I don't know what's happening with this DK. He's T-posing around the fight. Jebe jumping in, BKB coming out, locking down the Timbersaw. The Timbersaw's going to die, and this might give him a clue to the fact that this Sven's not coming back. Barracks going down, BKB out from the Smiling Knight as he turns around, just starts hitting into Supreme. Supreme with a Bloodstone, trying to keep himself alive. The damage from Smiling Knight might just be too much for him. And Desire catches them both. Oh my goodness, the Slugger takes down Theolicor as well. And GG is going to get popped for game number 1. 48 minutes, a absolutely chaotic game.
What do you want to say,
what
man?
A mess. I mean,
they took the bot racks, they took the mid racks. Everything was so chill for Secret, and then Park in that first game, or okay, maybe it did because they have reduced the tower taking potential in Park, like we just mentioned. But it's an exciting draft. It's a fun draft, and if it works, I mean, I just want to see more Kunkka. I think the hero is like just not respected as much as people are drafting. Parker build, Smiling Knight.
Yeah. That'd be funny with it. It's quite entertaining. And it seems like a different player each time gets the Parker. You know that led you to it. Yeah. Everybody a different hero every time he gets the Parker tip and the Parker good luck. Spreading throwing down a nice message here and there.
Oh, and the pause.
We're here to always help. Cool.
He's like IT support now. He's.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. Just a quick little pause just to get us nice and nervous. So, game 1, we did see Avalus starting the lanes reasonably well, but then Secret just started to take over pretty quickly through the early game. Never really let up, and then it was all Secret. It was all Secret for quite a long time until it all came crumbling
Very quickly.
down.
Yeah, it wasn't Secret. Oh.
Yeah, I've got a bit of an awkward poke and prod around the runes, but not too much going to happen here. So in the mid lane, we're going to have Supreme on the Invoker playing up versus the Slardar. So how do you feel like that matchup's going to run?
It really depends on the Sunstrikes. I think Slardar won't really get pushed out of the lane. He'll just be able to farm quite nicely. And then once he gets level 6, depending on the position of the lane where it's at, he might be able to threaten Invoker with a good good rotation from Night Stalker. Sorry. So I think on a 1v1, Slardar farms well. Invoker, technically farms. It's really more about like 6 minutes, level 6 on Slardar. How do they rotate into the lane? But also, Slardar hasn't really been played mid due to the volatility of the hero, right? Parker is really trying his best to bait Smiling Knight to buy a rapier. He's really fought. Look, he's typing it. He's dipping him.
Yeah.
All right, Smiling Knight, here's your moment.
He said he
Put
would,
that.
so.
Yeah. I mean, you'd never lie, would you? In all
Not
chat.
at all. Not in a competitive game of Dota.
Have you ever typed a fake GG where you try to like bait the enemy to think that you've given up, and then you obviously still try and you win the fight?
Yeah, I think it was actually during like the time when I used to play with like Owen and Shiva a lot. We had a game where like people were just being really nasty because they knew that like obviously we were streaming and they were like being super mean. So then I was playing Shaker and I faked GG'd and then like 5-man slammed them. we turned the game around and won. So yes, I very much have, and I don't regret it. As top lane Parker goes down, nice little rotation there from Desire, Jibe, and the Snako Bane. Very cute play. Great start for the side of Avalus.
Net worth. Yeah, of course we are going to be looking at. There are 2 safe lanes that are going to want to shove the wave as much as possible. Jacobs with the flat cannon, but he's under tower.
Ow.
Oh, Smiling Knight.
Ow, ow, ow. He's got blood.
I mean, he really
right click. Yep.
One more?
Oh my
Any more?
God.
There you go.
Dead. He's actually dead.
I mean,
all right.
Clearly, he got told to play like Parker, it seems, and he took that very literally.
Come on. Oh my God.
What do you mean? His tower tower diving. Come on, hey.
Dude, it's a minute into a game, even Parker.
Okay. We want a full reset. All right.
Yeah.
Overextension from Smiling Knight. He'll recover. It's okay.
No, he messed that one up for
It's
sure.
not my fault that Parker just takes over your entire concept of Dota when you watch him play Dota, right? Like, he reminds you, even when other players make the plays. It's Alright, I'll just ignore Parker for the next 10 minutes. Don't worry.
Yeah, we need a
erased it
temporary
from my mind.
Parker like rehabilitation session. So we'll forget about him for a bit. Focus on some other players for a while. Like Desire playing this position 4 Night Stalker. I'm sure some people are looking and surprised by the position 4 Night Stalker, but this has been pretty common throughout high MMR pads and throughout some pro games as well.
Yeah, it's been a staple in the meta for pretty much like the last month of pro play. But for now, the Enigma is not really getting shut down. I think that around level 3, maybe for Kunkka, right? You get 2 points in that Tidebringer. You get, double brace of phase boots. Then you'll have the damage to truly kill off the Eidolons. Okay, Puppy using the Fatal Bonds and not getting the Tidebringer as well. So a little bit of miscommunication there, Jibe. We'll probably be able to keep this pack of Eidolons alive for now.
Mobe going deep under the tower in mid to keep some denies and some pressure coming out on Supreme. Looking pretty wild, but using the trees quite nicely to hide from the tower and not get hit. Down at the bottom side, oh, Sunstrike actually doesn't quite land as Mixer trying to bring down Snake, and with the help of Viola Core, I think they might just be able to bring down this.
Yeah, the Fairy Fire.
A couple more clicks will be required. Yeah, Fairy Fire comes out. Desire coming back in and turning it around, killing off Mixer instead. What a move from Desire there. That was really, really nice. Stops his Bane from falling, gets a return kill in the process as well. Very impactful.
Yeah, the fact that I think the Power Shot and the Sunstrike missed, which complicated that engagement. And Desire, he set up top really nicely. The small camp was blocked. Jibe was farming underneath his tower. So Jibe isn't going to get punished by rotation. Now he goes back to top through the Twin Gate. Has a Lotus. But with the Shadow Word, it's probably not the easiest gank.
Yeah, might
hold.
just be
Any more right clicks?
Nope. Okay.
Kunkka, only being level 3, doesn't have the point in X yet. Probably at level 4, he'll get a value point in it.
Mid lane. The rotation coming out onto Mobe. He's trying to get away. Sunstrike coming down. Mobe will dodge and get the water rune to heal himself up. Make sure that he doesn't die here. Very, very close to killing off the Slardar. The Slardar will live for now.
Yeah, Supreme's got a couple choices here. Does he want to go straight for that Midas? At the moment he is. But after Midas, is it an Atos to at least create some distance between that aggression? Will it be straight Aghanims to try and combo with the Sanking or the Kunkka? For now, Desire still lingering in the mid lane. Only half HP, but if he can get a silence off onto the Invoker, it will be enough, and they're going to go into him now.
They certainly are. Deep dive under the tower, but with the TPs coming on through, it will chase off Avalus for now. Looking to poke and prod, but not fully commit to this. Jibe getting closer to drums as Parker trying to mess with him here, and with the Sunstrike coming down as well. It's a pretty nice combo to drop Jibe nice and low. Keep Parker ahead in this lane. That's a good part of the combo, which we didn't really speak about, but X marks into Torrent, follow up with Sunstrike with the boat. Like, that's just going to kill 90% of heroes in the game. Very,
Any
very
setup's
deadly
good
out.
setup.
I'm interested
like
to see the build from Parker this game, though.
It's either phase armlet, BKB damage, or phase blade mail, BKB damage. Probably they're the only two major options you'd have from the carry role.
Things like Echo Saber just don't feel as good on a hero like this, who's played around Tidebringer like this. Doesn't have like the permanent cleave like Tiny or Sven does.
Mr. Torrent. Yeah, Supreme's not going to be too happy. The entire laning phase, he's dodging Slardar, diving him. He's yet to get a Sunstrike kill. He hit the Jibei top, but it wasn't for a kill blow. He missed the one on the Bane bottom.
Yep, missed one on the Slardar mid as well, which could have been a kill. Unfortunate, but Avalus are doing a good job on avoiding moving unpredictably. That's because there's not really that much damage yet on the side of Team Secret, so they don't really have to just run in a straight line to try and get away. They can focus on avoiding sunstrikes instead. I know we don't talk about cosmetics ever, but the Sand King's claws are really weird.
I have no idea what they're from.
Why are they grey? This seems entirely out of colour with the rest of the hero. Maybe you just got wolf.
I'm trying my hardest not to bring up my AE cosmetics. It's okay.
Hold. If A is in the game, we'll allow it. But
there we go. Thank you, thank you.
So Supreme and Mix are really having a pretty miserable time at the moment. Obey has
Look at this Smiley Knight
destroyed
smoke
the
though.
mid lane.
Have you seen the carry at 7 minutes smoke with a Bane before? Going behind tower, trying to kill an Invoker who's farming a Midas.
A level 4 Bane gank is quite something. It's up on the top side. Desire is going to fall, but they've managed to find Supreme in the bottom, in the mid, sorry. But beautiful Shackle Shot coming out from Theolical. Very fast reactions from the Wind Ranger, and that is going to keep Supreme alive. Supreme does seem a little bit perturbed by this. He's like, dude, can I not even farm my own jungle in peace without the enemy carry ganking me? Like, what is this?
Slardar, I think 4 heroes have dove him so far in this game, and it's only 8 minutes. 4 different heroes, and he's not dead. That is pretty impressive, but his economy has taken a bit of a blow due to the defensive positioning he keeps having to take.
Yeah,
and now they're taking that
not going to
go by. He's doing the illusion bait where he role plays being the illusion, but now when he uses a sprint, it does reveal that he's the real hero. Yep.
It was me all along. Torrent dodged nicely. Sleep coming out from Seneko, but Puppy going to respond with the chaotic offering. And now Black Hole coming down to make sure they kill off Parker here, and they absolutely will. Puppy needs to leave, but Mobe is upon him. Not going to let that happen. Right click's coming through. Seneko gets the kill. Puppy goes down. He certainly is, and I don't know why. He might just be another log on the fire at this point, and Smiley Knight just stands and delivers, taking down the Sand King. Sand King gonna fall as well. This was a disaster in the top lane for Team Secret, bringing way too many heroes into a completely unplayable position.
This is one of the weaker points of the game, right, for an Invoker. He can't really TP around the map. It's not a Quasworks Invoker that wants to throw down an EMP and a Tornado. It's a Midas Exalt Invoker. He needs his team to set up the kills, but when his team's getting pressured and ganked like this, there's no contestant. Seneko sleeping up the Kunkka, protecting his Gyrocopter from getting X'd underneath that tower. And already a 3,000 gold lead for the side of Avalus. Slardar, complete free farm. Gyro free farm. Enigma free farm. No pressure has been applied from the laning phase on Secret side.
Nah. This is going to be a tough one to come back into as well. I mean, at least they don't have any like hard carry to worry about being completely useless. When they bring 5 heroes to a fight, everyone's going to be able to contribute something at least.
I think this could be a game where Mixer goes for the 33 build. Like Phase Boots and Crimson Guard. You put down an early aura on all your team, you kind of mitigate some of that flak damage. Could be pretty helpful as Desire. Currently scouting out the stacks getting done by Mixer. And even Smiling Knight poking his head up, stealing 2 or 3 of them. If you look, whilst Corrosive Haze did place the ward, so they should know that there is one there. And yeah, Parker, he is looking for the Blade Mail, not going for the Armlet.
Oh, okay. Realizing that there's going to be a lot of uncontrollable damage, especially from the Gyrocopter. Especially if he goes Rapier, so, you know, planning for the future.
Yeah.
Smart guy. Theolical on the run as Desire, and Mobe looking to come in and interrupt these stacks, but won't actually get there in time, although the Nightmare does come down onto Mixer. Mixer might just get beaten in here. They're trying to help him out. Theolical's there. Power shot comes through, doesn't connect. Desire, Seneko, Mobe forced back. Not really getting a whole lot here, just putting pressure, building some vision. Oh, Parker, he's been spotted big time. Stun comes out, there's a Corrosive Haze on him, and once that Corrosive comes up, it's pretty much curtains for Parker here. Boat's going to come in. That run going to give him a bit of help, but Mobe can easily cancel this TP, and they will finish the job.
Oh, I thought smiling that tip Parker there. I was like, damn, that's
Yeah, I was going to say
that's a rough tip, but no. Okay, the PMA tip. Again, nice moves from Mobe. The way that he's played this game, you know, I said that a couple of days ago. I just want him to refine that confidence that he had on previous teams, and he seems to slowly be getting there. On the mid, he was pressuring but not diving, killing bottom, instantly TPing top, enabling all of the pressure around the map. And Slardar is a hero that if you play it incorrectly, you very easily die a couple times. You stall out your timing. So, you know, fair play. His Slardar performance so far has been very, very good.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised by it. I was doubting it. I thought it was going to lose the lane and then be completely useless. I'm very happy to be wrong about that. Mobe, very much proving me wrong. Yeah, no, I was an inward hater. I wasn't going to admit that.
Yeah, you didn't share it either. You're just keeping that internally or what? What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're kind of like proving that you were mean by saying that you weren't mean, but truly you are mean, right?
Yeah, because if I'm mean and then I turn out to be right, then I just look really, really mean.
So do you look less mean by acting as if you were not mean by not telling people your thoughts?
Well, it's like a redemption arc for me, I guess.
Right. So do you want to say sorry? You want to fill out that Reddit form that you say like, I am sorry, Mobe. I didn't, you know,
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. The Saberlight one when he won the tournament. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get it prepared for you though, if they are to win the series.
The tomato one was probably the best. That was the best usage of the apology form I think I've seen.
That's a good form.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mixer though, by himself in the bot lane. Ooh, revealing the ward though, blinking straight away into it. It didn't connect on Puppy. I'm very, very afraid. Oh wow, Parker's just going Blade Mail Radiance.
Wow.
Yeah, that is. Did kind of forget about this item a little bit for the carry role, but with how the game's going, you could argue it's a bit greedy, but maybe the only way Parker feels like he can scale in a game that already is slowly slipping away from him.
Yeah, potentially. And the follow-up Ags is also an interesting choice as well. Just going for like more
hybrid
damage.
Yeah,
like,
I kind of wanted him to full commit to the damage, right? But
yeah, I was ready for a rapier. I'll be honest. I was thinking the whole time, Conker's a pretty cool rapier hero. I'm very much into this.
Phase,
nope.
Armlet, BKB, Daedalus, rapier, and then Blink Dagger, so he can X himself, right click, back to base safely. Yep.
With High Tide, if you catch everybody inside the Tidebringer, you get another Tidebringer. Really cool.
Yep. Just needed a Dark Side enemy to vacuum them together to really enable this Tidebringer.
How does that work with like Meepo or the Spirit Bear?
I'd assume it counts. I have no idea, but I would assume it counts. Makes sense in my head.
Cool.
It's like Spirit Breaker. If you have the balls hit facet, if you hit a Meepo, it counts as every clone counts as like one hero.
Yeah, with Meepo it usually does. With Spirit Breaker, with Lone Druid, it's not usually.
I think it's through the definition of like creep hero. Yeah, if it's a creep hero, then maybe. Oh, smoked up. Tormented time.
Smokes.
They are under a ward though.
Let's see. They're coming to fight this one. Secret, they want to try and do this as Mobe just going into the backlines.
What a black hole!
From the high ground from Jibe. Absolutely beautiful. Cancelled out by the golem from Puppy though, which is actually turning this one around a bit. 3 heroes on the side of Avalus are just dead in the blink of an eye. Yeah, they get the Invoker, but the trade is looking great for the side of Secret as they move on towards Jibe as well. Jibe will fall. Nice black hole. Nicer golem from Puppy though. Not catching him. He cancels it out. Turns the fight around. Honestly, Warlock MVP.
Yeah, I mean, from the start of the fight, the fact that Secret was underneath a ward, in the low ground, jumping a Bane, and then the high ground black hole from Jibe, it looked to be close to flawless, right? But the Gyrocopter didn't get the cooldown off, didn't get any additional damage, instantly comboed by the Deafening Blast, the Pyro Strike, and the Golem. Yeah, Secret, they have the team fight, they just got to use it, and this time they did, and they were able to punish Avalus. It was so scary at the start though, right?
That BKB.
Like Slardar hitting the crush, the Invoker being in like melee proximity to the entire fight. It looked a little bit spicy, but
Yeah, Supreme gave it all to go for the play onto the gyrocopter, which, I mean, did work out. Now, Secret, they are going to attack the Tormentor once and run away.
I think they learned from game one, right? Wasn't it the first Tormentor they rushed to do it and instantly got like Echo Slammed or something? So
Yeah, that's kind of just what happened to Avalus for Supreme.
Mobai found
He's
Supreme.
caught by Mobai. This is a bad death. This is a bad death indeed. The rest is Secret. They are just down the river, though. What will they find? Well, they're going to find the gyrocopter. Oh, that's a big target. Les, problems with Smiling Knight right now. He needs to get away, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to do so. They'll stay upon him, and they will take him down. Puppy going to go down with him as Mobe throws down the damage onto Fiolacourt. Two-man crush as well, as Mixer's been seen in this as well. Mixer, a little harder to bring down, especially inside that sandstorm. But Mobe jumps back in once again. They are not respecting this Slardar whatsoever. And they will lose Mixer. And it looks like they're going to lose Parker as well. Corrosive Haze back out onto the Kunkka. And eventually Parker will fall. Messy fight. Sure, the Gyro did die, but Secret lose 4. Supreme, actually technically 5 in the long grand scheme of things. Alright, Sunstrike.
50 HP? Alright, without a shadow of a doubt, the best game that I've seen from Mobai on Avalus so far, that I've personally witnessed, is this game. He's crushing the mid lane, he's making all these moves, he's scouting out Supreme who's trying to get to the Tormentor, he catches him, then he repositions the fight, waits on the high ground, lets the kind of fight develop, reinitiates back onto the Sand King and the Kunkka. You know, if the Slardar isn't popping off, then you could argue that bottom fight gives momentum to Secret to kind of re-enter a game that they'd lost after lanes, but yeah, Mobai on this Slardar, doing everything in his power to ensure that Avalus can kind of retain the lead from their laning phase, and yeah, props to him. We'll see if he can maintain it and keep this kind of level of execution the entire time. So far, a really, really good game. Gyrocopter now has the BKB, and then Jibbe is about to complete the 4-staff.
This is very nice for Smiling Knight, because he's struggling this game. BKB coming out is going to definitely help him with his timings. Don't forget that we never went for the Axe, so kind of impressive he's still on the top of net worth, but could definitely be richer than he is now if he did go down another build, but instead choosing the BKB, choosing the Chrysalis, slightly budget gyro build just to meet the tempo of Secret earlier on.
Yeah, exactly, and that tempo is also matched by the double 4-staff, Jibbe and Nightstalker. Sorry, Jibbe on the Enigma, Desire on the Nightstalker, that's probably a better way of wording it. They both have 4-staffs. So after an X Mark, after a Burrow Strike, they are able to quickly, you know, displace that fight, take it somewhere else, and get away from Secret and Desire. He has the ultimate, he sees the Kunkka, but there is no follow-up.
Maybe really blinking,
maybe
really
jump,
going in. Mobe didn't see the opportunity. No BKB on Mobe at the moment, so he didn't just want to blink in onto the front lines when Evoker couldn't be seen, Sand King couldn't be seen. Like, that is just death.
And all the spells are up,
Force
right?
them all the way back, they will get what they came for, so. Tormentor finally goes down, about 5 minutes of awkwardly poking, prodding, and fighting for it. But it goes to Desire in the end. That's really nice for a position 4, actually. The Hunter and the Knight upgrade.
Yep, just takes that one creep to eat and you replace your HP. It feels pretty good.
Pretty good. Can eat a Forge Spirit in the middle of the fight or something like that. But not going to help him here, though. Looking like he's just going to get blown the hell up.
Imagine.
There's a chance.
He forces, turns, eats the creep, then he gets X'd and dies anyways, but would have been pretty cool.
Team shows up, saves his life, you mean?
Avalus, though, they want to get the Slardar BKB, then they'll probably walk to Roshan. There is an amp damage room bottom. No team is yet to scout it out. Either team would love to take that into a fight right now, but it does look like Secret probably will be the ones to find it first, based on their positioning.
Good force. Once again.
This looks nice.
It's getting a little awkward here. I mean, Secret, they're forcing this really, really hard, and I think they're going to pay the price for it. Although, there comes the ulti from Mixer, but just going to get ultied in response by Seneko. Fiend's Grip comes out, stopping the Epicenter from getting too much done, but in comes Parker, taking down Seneko. One return kill goes their way. Desire just on the run. Smiling Knight as well. unable to really stand his ground too much. But
It's
Secret will
very
have to win.
ambitious. Like for Secret to take that
It is,
fight like
isn't
that, like, you are playing into the vision of a Night Stalker, the reinitiation of Enigma or Slardar, even the Bane, a good Nightmare and a Fiend's Grip. Your entire team could get disabled if you're not in the correct place. And
Supreme. Oh, nice shackle. I
Nice
don't know what
force.
the hell that's
Oh,
even
oh.
connected to, but Bobe got a BKB here, and that's not really getting a whole lot done. Around the side, looking AD on the Conker. Should allow them to finish off Desire here. X marks. It's not coming out. There you go. Finally gets used. Catches him with the Torrent anyway, so full star points for Parker there. They will kill off the Night Stalker. Now look to put some pressure down on the bottom side.
Something that we haven't overly spoke about is force stuff also against Invoker. Very, very good. As soon as you hear that Cataclysm come down, if you just force stuff, you're not going to die. But they finally get a kill on the Slardar, who has been a menace this entire time. But Theodore kept hunting the map, kept looking. In Secret, they're not backing down from this game. They are playing together, not allowing the pickoffs to be generated. And
Is under attack.
I think if they play the fight cleanly, it's anyone's fight. When they take that weird engagement, their Sanking is going in by himself, and that's when it can get spicy.
Yeah.
You need to be on the same page. I guess that's the best way of wording it.
Certainly do. Stick together. Make cohesive movements. Make sure you know your targets. We're going to be very important in this one.
Supreme does have the Aghanims in 100 gold.
Ooh, they're walking into Smiling Knight.
Under attack.
This could be really bad. Smiling Knight is going to be quick enough on the BKB. Yes, he is. Gets it off in time. Mix-up will not be landing, and Smiling Knight just immediately going for a TP out. Gets a lot of damage off before he goes. Saneko trying to see if he can secure the kill onto Mixer, but won't be able to quite do so. Down to 100 HP, but not killed off.
The fact that Mixer nearly died from a BKB TP where the Gyro Ags was it Ags? No, it wasn't Ags. What the hell was he taking damage from, actually? What the hell was he dying to? I thought it was the Ags. Alright, I
He
have
just
no
got a few
idea.
clicks off, and then
Yeah, I guess he did.
that's the
Sure,
Fiend's
those
Grip from the Bane.
the Gyro did... Okay, fair enough. 1800 damage, then BKB TP'd. It honestly... Wow. That's too much damage. Mixer's got to be careful without the Crimson, I guess, when it's not active. I'm so used to Ags being there. I was like, it has to be the Ags, right? And I'm like, nope, that's just a Gyrocopter. Oh, he didn't even go for the Ags. He just finished the Daedalus instead. Yep.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, just choosing to not go for this sort of farming capability, which does mean that he's fallen behind the Conqueror in terms of net worth.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like the road which Smiling Knight took this game.
No, I like it for, you said also it's the idea of matching the aggression, right? If he had Ags, now he'd have Ags, he'd have Falcon, he'd have small crit, and he wouldn't be able to stand his ground in a couple of fights. Like, he'd be dead there, right? So I don't mind it, but sometimes the Ags is like a little bit too late, where maybe he needs Satanic now. Like, will he delay the Satanic timing potentially by going for a full Daedalus, then for the Ags, right? It's a good topic for debate for sure. Bobo jumping in.
Yeah, but there's a Ghost Scepter on Puppy. The Cataclysm comes down and takes out Saneko. Puppy will be dying in response, but gets up the Golem just before he falls. Puppy trying to deal with, well, Mobe forced away, actually, and Smiling Knight coming into the fight, dealing big damage here, using the BKB to make sure he's not dying to that Blade Bell from Parker, and now the Black Hole coming down, catching both the Olacore and Parker and getting them both.
Mixes back in.
Jibe catches him on the edge. Whoa, he is? I mean, he's going for it. He gets a Gyrocopter. Okay. The kamikaze play from Mixer at the very end, but finally being able to finish the job there. Smiling Knight just randomly pinging Invoker's damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, Cataclysm is a very cool concept, right? If you stand still, you just take, what, like 1500 pure damage? Thanks for playing.
You gotta stay away on Invoker though. You cannot get caught inside this flak. It is just too much. Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a rough fight there.
No, Mixer.
Yeah. He's like, dude, why are you playing this? What do you think? Yeah, Gyro clicks.
Radiant are scanning.
I think I like
Like
most
some-
about the Aghanims now is the little side gunner bot you get.
Sure. It does also
So
fly
much-
around the
so
map.
good.
If you ever look at the minimap and you TP, it literally just flies across the entire map.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you just see this little dot just desperately
Does it
chasing
shoot
the
anyone on the
gyrocopter.
way? Because if so, then I think we've got a new way to get a real stylish kill.
You X mark the gyro into really obscure places.
Yeah, do
No,
that with the funnel as well, and just like teleport your gyro all over the place.
Yeah, it's just a visual thing, I believe. I'm
Little
99%
drone.
sure it's just visual, yeah.
Shame.
Actually, 100% sure it's just visual. There we go. I'm going to really lock that one in.
Shame.
Yeah, shame, yes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Parker desperately wants a BKB. Good debate. Maybe the Aghanims wasn't that critical for this type of game.
It just feels
BKB.
really weird for his build.
Dire's
Like,
Yeah.
top tower is under
I would have
it
preferred...
doesn't give you tankiness. It doesn't give you like right-click damage on your Tidebringer. It's just
It's just amping up the rest of his team, right? It's like you put three boats down. You have the Crimson and the Sand King, Tornado, EMP, and Deafening Blast from like Invoker. There's a lot of things to get through in the fight, but if your carry can't stand his ground, and again, you know, you could argue, oh, the Slardar jump goes through BKB, but you're already dying to just so much other damage. And there's also a Fiend's Grip as well that goes through the BKB. I can see a world in which Parker didn't want to rush an item that technically isn't super critical. But there are some heroes that if you don't buy an item on, you never really get any damage out, and that's kind of Kunkka and BKB.
yeah. Be difficult. As oh yeah, where's my bot? Oh, it's not there yet. Wait, where is it? Oh, it is there. Sorry.
Wait,
I'm blind.
there it is. There's the little bot.
Yeah, it's hiding in the trees. Little side gunner.
Avalus so smoked up Jibbe, completed his BKB now. Whoever he black holes, he'll be able to stand his ground, of course. Cataclysm. Ooh! Will threaten the Enigma when he's standing still, channeling, but
Yeah.
that's already used. And Roshan, half HP. They're TPing in on Secret, but it looks to be just too late.
I think it very well might be Desire just popping that ulti, holding them back whilst the rest of the team tries to finish off Roshan. Puppey taken low, and finally Roche will fall as well as Puppey. He just now on Smiling Knight as Mobe looking for more, but his BKB is about to run out. Supreme trying to take advantage. Black Hole coming down just onto Parker once again. They're just trying to take him down. Ulti from Soneko, but interrupted by Supreme. Tornado going to cancel it out and try and get Parker out of here, but he's followed by the stone. And down goes Parker to Desire in the end. The Void catches him out. No missile also finds Supreme.
He's so close to dying.
Oh my god, he lives that.
That was such a cool play though from Mixer. Like he's hugging the tree line, he predicts when the Slardar's going to come around the corner, throws down the Epi from within the trees, and Mobile barely escapes. If he wants to die, giving a gem to Secret, it's at least a silver lining to the engagement. But yeah, Avalus, they get the Roshan Secret one by one, TP in. It just didn't feel like the contest, and yeah, Avalus, of course, they are going to punish that. They see the misplays occurring, and they happily capitalize on that. Smiling Knight. Aghanim's BKB Daedalus looking for Satanic. Will he go for the Rapier? Of course, Parker did request it at the start of the game.
He did ask.
He did ask, and he said he would.
Smiley said he would, yeah, so is he a man of his word?
That is
We
true.
will find out.
If I could pause as a caster, post Satanic, it would be the time.
I'm also wondering if, well, if Parker is fully committed to this Daedalus after BKB, because, you know, I'm familiar with this guy's antics. I don't know if you guys are.
Hold
He's
up,
just gonna
Parker.
walk into 3 heroes and die, so that's yeah, that's sort of interesting. Guys, there you go. Thanks,
He
side
died.
guy.
Yeah, I
Well-
just don't like the Ags. I think they just... Yeah. The Ags just hurt Parker too much. Well, Puppey's getting jumped by Soneko. These are like the best
unfortunate
games
for
for Bane. Like when your team is so chaotic on the map, when you can like scurry through that aggression, nightmare someone up, you buy like 4 or 5 seconds of time, and now Mobile's here like, oh, thanks for setting this up, bro. And now the
Yeah,
two
you
will kind
can't
of,
escape him.
yeah, they'll disengage, they'll let the map breathe for a second, and they'll go find another little pairing to play on. The line's gonna draw a Mixer, looking to get the Lotus, so with a Lotus, you throw it on yourself with a Kunkka. That does prevent the Vayne from pressing Fiend's Grip. It can return a homing missile. get rid of the corrosive haze. Like, it's a value Lotus Orb game. So we'll see if Mixer can utilize it nicely to get just anything going for the way of Secret. Secret, they were meant to win game 1. They had the double racks, they had everything on their side to win it, but they kind of threw it away with some choice moves, and now in game 2 just seems to be getting outplayed.
Yep, a little bit. Secret, they've had a good run this tournament, making the lower bracket ride, but it seems like Avalus are setting up to bring it home. There's always a chance, you know. There's always a chance, especially in qualifiers. I'd never call it over. But it is looking very, very good for the Avalus side at the moment. Gyrocopter is just going to be the Giga carry this game, and they don't really have the tools to just blow him up at the start of a fight. They don't really have the heroes that can just remove a carry from the game like that. So Smite Knight's always going to be able to get up his damage, and definitely comes a point where there's just not going to be a response left for Secret. It feels like that point's drawing near. But let's see what they got in the tank. I'm always hopeful. See what ideas they can come up with.
Every coin helps.
No wave being cleared out by the X marks, but there are a lot of Avalus heroes hanging out in their jungle, waiting for an opportunity.
I just want to see Smiling Knight buy the Satanic. Show us your next quick buy, mate. Come on.
What's next, brother? I don't think you'd risk it. I don't think Smiling Knight's that kind of player.
Good point, good
He's
point.
too consistent for that kind of thing. And so
Right,
we'll
boat
start
used.
now on to Mobe. Yeah, triple boat gonna come down and just not really do anything. Cataclysm also coming down, not really doing anything. Mix is dead on the front lines. They were trying to find the setup there with the Burrow Strike through heroes into a Cataclysm, but just didn't work out. Mobe being pinged around. Grip coming out onto Parker, cancelled out by the Shackle Shot from Fiolacore, allowing Parker to stay alive. Boat going to be on cooldown for another 45 seconds though. Taking a fight before that point, going to be a little bit difficult. Jibbe though. Oh my god, the damage on a Fiolacore is way too much for them to handle. Jibbe starts the fight. Mobe ends it.
They're
Fiolacore
utilizing
put
Night
into
Stalker
the
so
ball.
nicely. It's like the Night Stalker vision sets up the haze, which then sets up the grip or sets up a jump. And the vision is broken, and Desire just playing it perfectly, and Avalus utilizing every aspect of Night Stalker to the maximum.
Yeah. Like maybe, oh, hold on.
It's a nice blink.
Yeah, pretty nice blink as well. It's over now, but next time we have that Dark Ascension, like maybe we can toggle between the visions to see exactly how much Avalus can see and how little Secret can see. Even
You
going
look at a
high ground, it's incredibly
Broken vision, yeah, broken vision versus no vision.
Blind.
Secret though, they're walking out for the wisdom room. They're looking.
They certainly are.
Putting the
Observer and
ward
Sentry
down,
coming
yeah.
down.
But the scan from Avalus, they know they're there. They know they're ready.
Wow, this is such a sick read, actually. Straight into the backline, finding Puppy, making sure there is not going to be a goal in here. Desire just trying to take him out. Fiolacore's the first one dead. Black Hole coming out as well onto the Warlock and onto Supreme, just completely breaking this fight apart. Gyrocopter here following up with the damage. Mixer has to jump on him to try and hold him back to keep Parker and Supreme alive. Looks like they will be able to escape from that. Smile Knight concentrating on the frontliners whilst the rest of them were Black Hole at the back. Kind of gave Supreme a chance to live through the Black Hole and get out the other side, but absolutely another beautiful fight from Avalus here. They do not seem to be missing a shot this time.
Oh, and there it is. The rapier, it is queued up. He's going to be a man of his word.
Good to see it. What a good man
Yep.
Smiling Knight is.
Very honest. Forcing the Invoker in as well.
Supreme. Oh, he's going to get
He
grabbed.
blinked in. He forced the Invoker deeper into the fight, into the Fiend script from Seneko. Beautiful combination there between the two of them.
So cool.
Yeah.
How do you see that coming? I don't think you do.
You don't, because Night Stalker has broken vision. Let's just keep saying that every time we see the hero.
Well, it'll be a quick reset, but Roshan's respawning very shortly, so Avalus don't exactly have long to wait until they've got something else to do. Invoker dead for quite a while, so we won't see Secret leaving the base to contest this anytime soon. With that said, still the maybe alive part of the Roshan respawn. But it's going to be a very quick one indeed. Mobe, he's got Harpoon, Blink Dagger, BKB, SNY. Just been an absolute menace on the front lines of every single fight. Second most farmed hero in the game. Blowing people up. Gyro, he has still got this queued. And Parker did not go for a rapier, by the way. He went for the Daedalus. So finally getting a big damage item.
I could honestly see Parker selling his ags to buy a rapier. Like, that's the timeline in which Secret might
And I kind
maybe
of
win
want
a
him
fight.
to.
Yeah, I kind of want him to
in,
as well.
in this occasion, I'm like, actually, I think they stand a better chance of winning a fight that way. I'm ready to be proven wrong, Parker, but I just don't think you're going to do enough. Here we go. Both teams might just meet each other here. This could be the final fight. Arcane Rune on Mobe as well. It's going to help out. Nice catch.
Nice force up.
But the force is going to break apart the mechanicals and make sure they don't just bring Smite down now straight away. And now he can just get off those flaks, doing so much damage. Grip comes out, making sure that Parker can't actually fight up into Smiling Knight. This will not be a 1v1. It'll be a 2v1, and they will lose. Puppey, Parker, Supreme, Theolicore, all taken out of the mix. Mixer going to buy back and try and do something here to salvage this trash can of a fight, but it's not going to work.
Wait,
that is a
Nomad,
tough...
focus quickly. There's 8 seconds left. Can Smiling Knight get to the secret? Can he buy the rapier in time?
He stood up. He's celebrating because he's just qualified for DreamLeague.
What a selfish GG from Secret, not allowing Smiling Knight to pad his stats with the rapier, only allowing Parker to be the rapier buying hero player.
And Desire saying for Cedric at the end as well.
Oof.